Bridgewater Sports Arena, where the New girls are getting set to take on the New York Islanders. Hi everybody, it's Joe Rizzo bringing you the action, yes, from Bridgewater Sports Arena, the other home, where we're not used to seeing the girls play this season, although we've seen them play here many times before in the past. They couldn't dent the net, but they kept it close. Hope Menikillo at the center dot. Brianna Paulino on her right. Bug Holt on her left. Izzy Cook on right D. Lauren Fox on the left. Liftoff from BSA. Islanders win the faceoff and they move it into the offensive zone. Hope knocks that one away. It comes up but not out and sent deep. Grace gets it, steers it aside for Lauren. Comes down low, sent through the middle. Izzy Cook kicks it away, sent up the middle by Hope to Brianna, and now they pursue it back and forth through the neutral zone. Islanders gain the offensive zone, 2-on-1, 37 and alone, wrist shot score, 87 that is. So the Islanders break out to a 1-0 lead here very early in the first period, just a few seconds in, 16-minute periods and 31 seconds in. They break out to a 1-0 lead. Have had these points in games where they give up goals in bunches and in a hurry. Let's see if they could keep that from not happening here. Islanders will move it through the offensive zone and send it down deep. They center it. It goes low. Lone in 87. She had the goal, and she was looking for her second here on her first shift of the game. Rockets have already shifted. The Islanders will make their first shift of the game. Barbara in the face-off circle, wins it over to Bella, but the Islanders get it back. Wrist shot, Grace blockers it aside, chipped in front, but over 34 stick. Izzy knocks that one away. She's playing D with Haley. Barbara up the right boards looking for Bella, but it goes past. Bella blocks the shot. It gets behind the D. Oh boy, the Rockets are a little loose, and Grace picked them up right there. And we'll have a change here for the Rockets. Looks like PJ with Riz and Alex. Wrist shot goes through traffic, but not all the way in. Comes down low. PJ is going to pick this one up, looking for Riz on the headman, and they have Alex on the right wing. Alex is going to get there. Alex will push it forward for Riz around the end line. It hits a funny spot in the boards, and Riz overskated, but by the Islanders, and they're eventually there, but Riz was nearly there. They move it into the offensive zone. Change one behind the play. Person. They try to center it. It chips in front. Looked like it might have gotten off of 2D's skate, but Grace covers it up. 14-10 left first period. Islanders already jump out to a 1-0 lead on the Rockets here. 16U. PJ in the face-off dot with Riz. On D is at the near side boards, and the face-off is won there, but they can't. Riz is going to go right. But there's no call. Riz would have been off to the races. Wood stood in front of her, held her there way after the puck was out of there. So no interference call. And the referees have been very, very diligent about making that call this season at all levels. High school to club to girls, boys. That was a blatant one right there, and the Rockets can't get the break. Centered in front, Peck with one shot, but it's knocked away. Sent all the way down, and there's going to be a penalty here on the Rockets. It looks like. Cross check, and it's going to be Rockets, who should have been on a power play for the interference, where Riz could have had a breakaway. End the sequence shorthanded. So it's going to be Lauren Fox and Isabel Cook on D, and Rose Fender at forward with Elise Clifton to start the kill. 13:33 first period. Battle for the face-off, and she will help steer it. She's picked up, skated in offside, and that'll bring the face-off out to the dot just outside the attacking zone. A huddle between the two defensemen and their goaltender. Grace wants to make sure on the face-off. Couldn't win it. It looked like actually she got a piece of it, but it went to the side where there was one less Rocket. They try to center it in front. Elise is going to pick this off. She's got room to skate. She'll skate it out nicely, gain the line, still going, and dumps it deep. Good play by Clifton, 1-on-3, and then even 1-on-4. We haven't seen her or Rose in the penalty killing posture much. One ref says no, nobody touched it. Attempt and just couldn't get to it. It's way thus far. That's a clear miss right there. Again, last night. They're not a sponsor, but that's just a joke, and I give it to you for free. Sent to the near side point and now in. Isabel Cook is going to get that and steer it behind her own net with 53 seconds left in the penalty kill. Overskates, eventually wins it, sends it all the way out. That's not icing because the Islanders sent that out themselves. So the goalie could have come out and played that without penalty to her team. Sent to the point, and Haley Connolly picks that off. Hope toes the line. Hope attacking 5 Islanders, and she draws the penalty. Izzy with a wrist shot, it goes just wide. Grace not heading to the net, centered in front, the Islanders get possession, and that will negate the last 21 seconds of the Islander power play as Hope Menachilla, 1-on-4 in the offensive zone, draws the hooking penalty as she was skating along the line. So Reynolds, 87, has been far. She's got the goal for the Islanders that made it 1-0. She had a prime chance on the ensuing sequence, and she's now drawn a penalty, or she's committed a penalty to give the Rockets what will be their first power play of the game. It will be truncated by 21 seconds, in which the teams will play 4-on-4. So Hope wins the face-off to Izzy. Izzy with a wrist shot that's blocked by 17. Hope battles for the puck along the sideboards and gets pulled down by Wood, no call. Camarada sends it in from the point, off the end board. Still 4-on-4 for 9 more seconds. Brianna and Hope pursuing the puck 2-on-1. They eventually get it. Hope there bodied off for a moment. A lot of Islanders below the line. Rockets now on a power play as they make the exchange. Bug jumps on as Trudy jumps out of the box. Bug tries to keep it in and does for a moment. Izzy had it. It's a 2-on-1 shorthanded for the Islanders. By Grace. That shot might have not been blistering, but it was on target. Brianna will move it up to Bug. 1:13 in the power play. Bug dumps it the other side for Brianna. Brianna's going to pick it up at the half board. Tried to center for Hope, but just a little bit too early. Shoshana pinches in from the point, can't keep it in. Battling back, battling for the puck there. Eventually they get to it, thanks to Izzy, and she sends it deep, and it hit a player, so it didn't. It goes onside. New crew out there for the Rockets. Will operate 45 more seconds on the power play. Kirschenbaum there. She's going to get to that puck and send it to Handworker, who sends it toward the net, but no Rocket on the backside. It's three forwards had to get in there to try to pick up possession. Wood sends it all the way across. Not strong enough for icing, too sharp. Grace has to cover it in front. Damage can be done. 1-0 Islanders. They have the first 5 shots here, but the Rockets have applied some of the pressure. 10:18 left in the first period. 24 seconds left. It negated 21 seconds of a power play by the Islanders. This is going to go down all the way on net, steered aside by the goalie, so that should be shot number 1 for the Rockets, as Shoshana is not trying to, but nonetheless carries it in offside. She was trying to corral that puck and slow herself down, but in doing so, she just chipped it a little bit forward. Rockets will change, and for the last 9 seconds of the power play, they'll put PJ out there with Riz on the left, Alex on the right, Izzy Cook on the right D, and Lauren Fox on the left. PJ tries to win the faceoff forward. She does that, but she couldn't gain possession as she was tied up by her counterpart at center ice. Now will retreat behind her own end line, a couple of spins, and eventually finds her way clear. She's looking for Riz through the other side, but eventually has to go to Alex, and they're going to call this an icing. It looked like Alex tipped it, but I guess not. They'll face it back off in the defensive zone for the Rockets to Grace Ulrich's right. 9:43, first period. Has enjoyed a truncated power play. Here is PJ. She will win it to herself and skate out with Alex. Riz is also there. Alex is going to slow up to get onside, and PJ has to dump it as she drew the attention of 3 Islanders. Islanders are retreated back into their zone a little bit. They send it through the middle. Lauren's got a foot race here. Grace might decide to come out, and Lauren wins the foot race and steers it away for Riz. Riz gets it near the boards and send it in deep. And one Islander get hooked from behind by another. They're not going to call that. She ends up dumped on the ice. So far in terms of the penalty calls, they're even. It looked like Riz drew one there, and a biased opinion of a guy with the same name. Izzy steals it. Izzy top of the slot. Wrister score! Izzy Camarada picks it off. Negotiates by one Islander, gets to the top of the slot, and wrists one into the left side of the net. 1-1 as New Jersey ties it up with 8:52 left in the first period. 1 for 1 on the shooting percentage, technically, although we can. Rose in the face-off circle. She's got Elise on the near side wing and Sydney on the right. Elise and Rose together earlier, killing a penalty at forward. Sydney is their oftentimes line mate. In the back line, and Haley Connolly. That one sent toward the slot. Fender picked it off for a moment. One-timer! And Grace got a piece of it with the right arm, it looked like. She was trying to get the blocker on it, but got the arm. One-timer again. She gets it with the glove and leaves no rebound. Good series of saves by 84. And the clock is still moving. Clock, clock, clock. And it stops with 8:15. So Islanders get another player who's just arrived. That traffic from Long Island. So sometimes if somebody shows up late, could be for myriad reasons, but traffic is, you know, that's the usual one, right? Battled for behind the end line. Tootie gets to it, sends it for Brianna. Now sent off the handboard. Shoshana got the skates on it, but it handcuffed her feet. Loose in front, 43, wrist shot at. Grace was screened and never saw it. Helter-skelter again, can't get good wood or composite or whatever sticks are made of. Bug gets it, oh, she had Brianna, and she sent it a little too strong. If it gets over the line, it's gonna be icing, oh, and it does. Boy, I hate when those pucks are so close and they get chased down with just a foot or so to go. Bug was trying to spring Brianna on the breakaway there, gave it just a little too strong or maybe not quite sharp enough an angle. Hope on the faceoff. She's got Bug and Brianna on the wings. Handed shot, playing the left wing. Brianna, a left-handed shot, playing the right wing. Faceoff is battled for. Hope is going to give the win on the faceoff with possession there. Skating it in backwards, you can do that if you have possession and not be offside. You can precede the puck into the zone that way. It hits off the referee, seems to be okay, and it's sent out of the zone now by the Islanders. With 7:10 left in the first period, and 16 UAA level. Stolen in 17 gets it, fell down. There is a shot and Grace gets the left to avoid further danger. Down to 6:56 now in the first period. Shots 8-1 officially. There definitely was a second shot for the Rockets because there was a puck that went down to the net that the goalie had to stop, and if she wasn't there, it would have been a goal. That's sort of the definition of a shot on goal. Nonetheless, it was not recorded, and that's no big deal. One-timer in front! Oh! Down low, anticipating it, and she made that puck disappear off of Rizzo. Barbara at center. She has Bella with her and Jules. Jules gets Barbara the face-off win by jumping in for possession. Bella, where's the C, the captain C? She's battling for it. It's sent into the defensive zone now. Bella is one of the players that the Rockets can brag about. Sometimes we'll shift to forward within games or just sometimes play games at forward. Rips one from alone in the center and finds its way to the back of the net. That's a 2-1 Islanders lead with 6:12 left in the first period. So that's a player that you can't leave unmarked. And she's dented the net twice. She also has the penalty for the Islanders, so it's been an 87 kind of day. Rockets now with PJ in the center circle, Riz and Alex up front. Islanders win the face-off and they send it through neutral ice. This should be an... For some reason, doesn't even come close to hitting anybody. He's tripped over there. No call. Camarada tripped. No call. Covers it up, jumping forward with the dexterity of a lizard. So Camarada was about to break out of the zone. Gets hauled down from behind. No call right there. Rockets are just going to have to play through it. Keep making those breaks, and eventually the officiating complaints the other way. My complaining doesn't count. I'm just an announcer. Doesn't matter. I'm not a coach or a player. I can complain all I want. Steered along the boards and through the offensive zone and over the line now by the Islanders and the Rockets. Alex is going to get this, chip it forward. Riz has one to beat. Riz is going to go up the right wing. Gets through one. Can't get through her again. Alex smashes into that player who managed to hold someone who knows how to put the puck on the back of the net and has done so with regularity this season, but not yet in 2022. Because this is the first game. Isles move it back into their own zone, take 2 steps back to move forward, wrist shot, Grace gets the blocker on it. It might have been ticketed. Sticks tied up behind the play. Took it. And Grace makes the save. 4:45 left. Islanders so far. 2 goals by Reynolds for the Islanders, 1 goal by Camarada for the Rockets. They win the face-off to the near side boards to the Islanders. 43. Let's see if she gets it. Can't do it. Tied up. Lauren battling to try to get to the puck. Off. She skates through one deftly. She's skating it out of the zone. She's got a couple with her. She's got Elise and Sydney with her. Cookie fires it toward the net. Elise there battling. Battle for it again as long through the middle, and Rose was trying to pick that one off. Lauren's going to be the first one to retreat here. Has to get there because it's an icing. Let's see if they keep this group out for the offensive zone draw. Shots now 12-2 for the Islanders. They lead 2-1 on the scoreboard. Elise has been someone that the coaches have noticed in the return from the break that has been very sharp in practice. Let's see if we get something from Clifton 12. Wrist shot by Isabel. Found its way past the goaltender. This is going to be Smith, or who is it, Calvi, coming up the left wing. Teammate skates. Rose Fender's going to grab this one, and she's going to break it out of the zone. She'll be moving forward with it. Still going. She's going to overskate. At least knows where she. There's just too much momentum, and can't avoid that one. Not even worth trying to toe the line. You're more likely to give it up to the team going the other way. So a good shift by those 3 once again, and they muster a shot on goal. It's 12-3 now. The Rockets will see if they can kind of cut into that deficit there and get rid of a 1-goal deficit. Islanders win the face-off, retreat it back to their own zone, and now move Murata that gets it in, and she sends it forward. Hope Menichello looking for that one. Getting some stick work from behind. She's got to try to swat that one off. They're not calling them. But they're there. They're there to be called. Reynolds, who has both, trying to get forward. Can't get there. Grace comes out and gets a piece of it. Up to the point and steered all the way through. And sends it back in to the corner. They get it to the top of the slot where the Islanders have been extremely dangerous. They've scored twice from there, and they've had about 4 more chances from there, relatively unmarked or unmarked. 2:48, second. Actually trying to move it forward. She pushes Reynolds. That's 2 of the ones that you don't want to bump into. Circle and in. Sends it toward the net, but it's Hope. Oh, sends it in front. It goes through 2 sticks. Tooting takes a blast, and it goes. This is brought in. Can't keep possession. A little out of sorts as they send it in, and the Rockets are just they're not chasing after pucks here hard enough, and they just seem to be a little out of sorts, but Maybe that means somebody's going to be at the other end. This is going to be an ice play in. 12 through the shots in favor of the Islanders. Julie, defense pair. Barber wins the face-off and Julie steps into the open space to get it, then move it out of the zone. Islanders will pick it up at neutral ice and try to get it in front of the Rockets bench. They do for a moment, but that moment is gone. Bella steps up for Jules, who it comes out of the zone in front of the Islander bench. They try to chip it forward. This is going to be a 2-on-1. Loose in front! Just too many blue shirts and not enough gray ones there. And it's 3-1 Islanders. 1:14 left in period number 1. Looks like they're calling one shot in the sequence. There were about 3 there, and eventually someone just jammed it in from in close. The Rockets do have the ability here to fight, go on the offensive. Will move it out after the Rockets get it into the zone. We're down to a minute in the first period, 3-1 Islanders. PJ on defense. Bit of a change. Center most of the season. Here comes Jacobus. She gains the center line. Circle. Bella and Jules in front. Centering try, knocked away. Loose. Fires it. One save with the left pad. It in. So that creates a little. And PJ takes a shift on D, and now she will forward with Riz and Alex. Riz in the slot. Lauren Fox on the left point. Izzy Cook on the right. Izzy Cook steps in. Get behind the defense. Alex shoves it forward. PJ toward the net. It goes just wide. Looking. Riz over the circle. Riz stops. Riz tries to get through the circle. Leaves it and fires it just wide. PJ is going to get to this first. Alex is going to bump behind the net. Sends it over toward Riz. Send it over the point, but Islanders skate it around and safely out of the way and hold on to their 3-1 lead as we eclipse the first period. 13-4 the shots in favor of the Islanders. DJ Gavin on the wheels of steel. Goalies exchange pleasantries and grace goal to the posts, and the Islanders right just in front of the American flag. Hope Minichello in the center circle, Brianna Paulino on the right, Bug Holt on the left, Haley Connolly and Izzy Camarata, the defense pair. Liftoff, period 2, 3. Held a 13-4 over the line, left circle, wrist shot, goes just wide, might have been disrupted by a stick blade in. Comes across the top of the slot, tries to and get it and she'll dump, but Connolly is there. Paulino it into the zone, and the Islanders will carry it into the zone. And ice, the puck will gain a lot of momentum, and Grace had to come out forward. It's tipped there. Hope is going to move it forward now. She's got Brianna with her. Hope's going to keep possession here and try to drive the D back, and she does that for a moment, but the Islanders knock it out of the way. Rockets will change forwards in the period of the long change. Let's see if they got all of them out there. They do. So here's Haley Connolly to make sure she got through there, because there were 3 Islanders and 1 Rocket. To get that one out of the player, and thereby it went out of the deep. Camarata, who has the goal for the Rockets, will steer it around. She's playing deep times, and she's not used to that. Again, leave Islanders open behind the defense. That one sent all the way through. Izzy knocks it away. Hits the side of the net. They'll play it off of there. One-timer in front. What a save by Grace! And Haley knocked there would have been a rebound chance, but Haley got to the stick of the Islanders player before she could fire it. Islanders are just skating at the net with alacrity, loose in front after a missed one-timer. Islanders this puck out of the zone and end this possession, because it's been all Islanders. They go high-low through the circle, cycling, and that's Izzy knocking that one away. 2 and loose in front, backhander, 1 save. Camarata skates it through. Now she's going to have a little room. She's going to go 3-on-2 with Jules. Izzy's going to try to get through 1. Will change a couple behind the play. In front, she has a couple. And jumping into the point is PJ. Time to get an attempted shot, but it doesn't get through traffic. Islanders will move it in, and there's a wrist shot. Grace makes a save. It was up high. This is going to be back. Oh, she just couldn't get possession of the forward before Bella pushed the puck forward. Oh boy, the Rockets would have had a golden opportunity right there, but the puck wouldn't stay. Bella just couldn't quite get a hold there with PJ, and Alex is on the right wing. PJ banged right off the boards. Alex is going to try. Now Riz battles and gets it. She's going to backhand it in. Riz in pursuit, gives her a little bump to make it hurt a little bit. Alex has it. She's got Riz on the break, but she doesn't see her. But she's good. A little too late right there. Good puck carrying by McCoy. But Riz has been available to get behind the defense. So the Rockets, with their stretching, they're showing that you could get behind the Islander defense. They're going to pinch up. And eventually what that means is that their defense can't pinch forward. Riz tries to swipe it. Riz save. Left wing. Sends it at the net and loses an edge. Riz battles for it behind the net. Can't get. Oh, it didn't get through. Tootie through traffic. Just somebody in front whiffed on the shot. Islanders are going to carry it out. Cookie off the boards in front of the Rockets zone bench and not into the Rockets zone. Tootie, Riz, Rose trying to pick that one up. Eventually it goes into the offensive zone. Islanders send it down for a whole new fresh group out there for the offensive zone. Draw with 11. Sports Arena, the 16U AA Rockets. Yes, the Islanders wear the same NHL brethren. Face-off won by Rose. She was a whack at it, and if she connected, that might have been goal number 1 for Sports. Isabel Cook knocks it down. Isabel Cook is going to have a chance. She's got somebody up the way. Had to slow up a little bit. Sydney keeps it in on the left boards. Elise behind the net. Elise marches out. Shot! There's a right pad save. This line created. We told you about Elise Clifton, that she's been upping her game in practice and she's carrying it over into the game. 10:45 left. But the Rockets here. There is a penalty going to be called, and I guess it's going to be on a Rocket, since when Lauren Fox fired that puck down, they blew the whistle. Not sure exactly what the call is. They're going to call an elbow. So Fox in 2 minutes for the elbow. Islanders will have an offensive left, her glove side, and 10:37 remains in the second period, with the Rockets looking to erase a 3-1 lead, or at least cut into it. Despite being shorthanded, they have been doing good work shorthanded to create chances here, have this group. Brianna and Hope are the forwards, Izzy Camerata and Haley Connolly on the back line. And this is a potent 4. Look to score. There's no question about that. Hope will skate it out of the zone. She'll get it over the center line and send it in. Icing level. That's a new USA hockey rule. 2020 times we're still not used to it, so the constant reminders. Apologies if you are reminded too much. Many of us, players on, don't really appreciate the rules so much, but nonetheless, them's the rules. Camerata will get it out. Hope will get it and chip it forward. Have killed off the first minute without giving the Islanders a chance even to set up, and they move it out of the zone. Hope moves it back into the zone, so the Islanders remained. The Rockets brought it in on their own volition. Puck in, it bounced over a stick. Izzy Camerata gets it hard off the board. She's up there now with PJ killing the penalty. Haley Connolly is going to knock that down with the glove. There's a big save with the blocker by Grace. That was ticketed for the post. A lot of traffic in front, deflected. That was fortunate for the Rockets. In through the screen, and one of their players trying to redirect it actually directed it over the goal. 11 seconds left on the penalty to Lauren Fox for elbowing, and 8:44 now in the period. 3-1 Islanders. PJ trying to pick that one off. Lauren Landstrom Barbara with a nice little. As Lauren too late, otherwise she would have sprung her on the breakaway coming out of the box. Fox will stay deep. She's with Izzy. Different players playing different positions. Out and see if they can put one in the back of the net. Islanders grab it. Now goes down, and it will not be an icing because it was tipped, and it won't be an icing because it didn't make it there. 17 tries to turn the corner, centers it, Grace gloves it, and the Islanders skate away, so there wouldn't have been a whistle, but Grace just kind of holds it. Now sometimes when that's happening and you're not getting a whistle, if you're really in tune with your teammates and the goaltender will plop that thing down and fire it for somebody. Rockets way offside here as Izzy Cook took a while. There's a redirected puck, and somehow Grace through the screen saw it at the last moment make it over the line on a faster pace. Otherwise, it might have found its way through the 5-hole. Rockets changing late again. They are the home team, so they do have the last change. Rockets win the 5th. Sent into the corner. Alex is going to battle for that one. She's out there with Riz and Rose. Battled for, still in the corner. They try to center it. Loose in front, backhand! What? Out there. She used the inside of the pad. The part not with all the big split to keep this game at 3-1. Shots, 4 for the Rockets, 20 for the Islanders. Rockets trying to get with Riz. A little too late again. The Rockets are getting the opportunities. They're just not quite making the pass in the neutral zone. By the time they get to the offensive zone, it's a little too late. You've given the to regroup. Tripped up over there, no call, they'll play on. Islanders through the neutral zone. Peck gets it, she sends it all the way. One will go to the net, one will go at the net, wrist shot, Ulrich stop, rebound, covered. Second period, 3-1. The Islanders lead the Rockets. The Camarada to tie it. Reynolds, 87, who scored the first one, then scored the second, and then off a goal mouth scramble, the Islanders added a third. Left in the second period. From lovely, beautiful Bridgewater Sports. Barbara wins the face-off. She's dynamite. She face-offs for the good of the team. If they could get some, it looked like this up a bit. Grace Ulrich has been magnificent. Rockets overskate the Islanders move in 3-on-2, knocked away. Kirschenbaum will get it. She'll shift it up the near side boards and out of the zone. Islanders try to send it in, but there's a lot of traffic there. Takes a spill, but she's okay. Bella will skate in. This is going to go on net. She is battling for the puck. It comes loose. Coming in. Loose in front. So Camarada scored on a similar spot. Maybe not a similar play. She's going to go. Shoots and scores. Puts it. And a killer. The Rockets have closed the gap to 1 with 5:29 left in period number 2. With the artistry and the precision of her idol, Mets pitcher Jacob deGrom. He can put the ball wherever he wants, when he wants. Hope comes in. She wears number 48 in homage to Jacob deGrom. She is a big New York Mets fan, and with the precision that deGrom uses to and everywhere in between, Hope Menechillo 5-hole, and we are within 3-2. Isles gain the face-off and they move it deep. Brianna tries to keep it in, but she can't do it. Izzy Camarada, who also had a scoring chance there, and she's going to skate through 3 Islanders. She's got room. She's with Brianna. Camarada draws to it. She goes to the right, and she'll stay and follow that puck in. Bug covers her point on the left side. Izzy looking to the middle. She's got Hope. Izzy still with the puck. She's held possession longer than the Giants did against the Bills to start the second half of Super Bowl, whatever it was so long ago. Wrist shot, Islanders score. That Reynolds, she's got the hat trick right there, and she gets behind the defense, and that's all it takes. So 4:34 left, second period, and all that good work that the Rockets have done is not lost, but they definitely have the firepower to play a high-scoring game today if that's what this turns out to be. Shoshana back talking to her goalie, and is not quite in position for the drop of the puck there. Sydney with another good play. That moving forward. Gets a piece of that one, but doesn't have anybody there. Gets a piece again, and she's preventing the Islanders from getting an easy entry or any. 88 Sparks. Sent now into the far corner. It around, but it hit a bump in the boards over there and lost a lot of its velocity. Hanson's got enough juice on that thing to get it all the way down and be an icing. There's a dive right there, half gainer. Let's see if they give the unsportsmanlike or the trip. But that is some phenomenal acting by 87 when she had a stick around her to move forward. This is a kid who skates up and down the ice and jumps over sticks and through people and through screens and doesn't fall, and yet when Rose Fender holds her stick up to her, somehow she's dumped on the ice. So that's a good piece of work by the Islanders. If they Rose is in there for hooking, 2 minutes, 3:53 left second period, 4-2 Islanders. Rockets are gonna off. Let's see what they do. They have the benefit of being the home team, and they will use the last change to do that. Riz and PJ will be the penalty killers up front. Izzy, Cook. Riz and PJ are clearly short-handed. Redirected nicely by 21. Waller. But Grace makes the save. PJ are definitely going to look to score. They are going to look to get one or each. There's Riz. Can she beat the D? Peck gets back. They a trailer. Riz is going to skate it into the left side and kill some time. Still trying to hold possession. Centers it. Nobody there. Good save right there. But those can be tricky. They're battling to keep possession up front. She spins and sees Riz. Trying to jump off now, not a clean change. Islanders are going to come in 3-on-1. Peck gets it in the middle, goes back, but Lauren Fox is there to break it up. If Peck had walked right down the middle. Selfishly passing, but sometimes you pass when you should shoot. And she passed when she should have shot. Good for the Rockets though, as the Islanders now have 48 seconds to operate their power play and try to build on their 4-2 lead. The Rockets would like to turn that one around. Pot a shorty here. Ooh, PJ was looking for the break right there, and she would have been gone. Fox gets it, chips it up, but not out. Good keep. Sent just to the outside. Rebound is over there. The goaltender. That one chipped out by PJ. Grace. Who will get there? On the angle, the Islander player gets to it first. 13 seconds left. Behind the end line for Hope. Hope will try to get out from the back. She can't get through Wood, and the Islanders will break out. Of the power play, Rose Fender jumps off the bench, and it looks like see if they could get this deficit. Leaves it for Izzy. Izzy at the net, but just wide. Brianna centers for Riz. It goes behind the end line. Now they reverse it. Izzy Camarada steps all the way in, gets help from Barbara. Barbara picks it off the boards, gets through two, soccer style. Izzy Camarada sends it deep. Riz will go get it behind the end line. She's got room in front if she skates around with it, but doesn't. Battle sent to the point. Izzy Cook, can she keep it in? No, Islanders will go, and the Islander player falls there. Izzy, this is it. They both have a 3. They both have similar looks. Islanders break in, wrist shot, she fired it wide. Away as we trail under a minute in the period. 4-2 Islanders. Bella and Brianna working it. They have the Islanders a little bit on their heels if they hustle in. Let's see, it goes to the point. Camarada will be there. This is going to be a breakaway, and she skates off for a change. Islanders coming in. Loose puck. Oh, Rick with this save. 33-1 left in the second period. Ulrich on a 2-on-0, plays the shooter, guesses right, makes the save, leaves no rebound, and we remain 4-2. DJ Gavin playing Elvis now. Rockets need to at least keep 30 seconds of the period. Kirschenbaum up the wing. She'll send it forward, it'll get out. She was looking to spring Hansen, and it goes back into the defensive zone where Shoshana will get it. She'll send it around the other side. Bella trying to chip it out, using the body to prevent the move. Calvi's going to get it and keep it in. She's one of the more adept puck handlers for the Islanders. They will keep it in. This is pushed away. Barbara's going to get it, hold it, and expire the period. So that is 4-2 after 27-6 the shots for the Islanders. They've carried a lot of the play. The and even if it hasn't amounted in a ton of shots, that doesn't mean it hasn't given them enough scoring chances to remain firmly in this game. 16 minutes on. The Rockets would trade blows in the center of the ring. They would gladly make this a heavyweight fight if it started going up and the firepower to do that. Let's see if they can. Menikillo and Camarada, the goal scorers so far. Reynolds has 3 for the Islanders. Her other goal scorer was off a scramble in front. Well, it's possible she has 4, but I don't think it was she. 19Us fell earlier in the day to the Ironbound Elite right here at Bridgewater Sports Arena by a score of 3-0. A tightly contested game similar to this one. They were outshot, but it was a close game nonetheless because a lot of the were held out of the net. And that's one way to play. You don't always have to possess the hockey puck, but if you're going to play like that, you do have to make good on a higher percentage of chances than your opponent does. And that's what the Rockets are going to look to do. A potent line is out there now. Hope Menikillo, she has one of the goals, number 48. Brianna Paulino on right wing, Bug Holt on the left. Liftoff in the third. Tootie and Shoshana. She's going to skate it behind her own net. She'll go hard off the. Can she spring herself forward? Oh boy, Tootie and Brianna. They would have walked in. At worst 2-on-1, more likely 2-on-0, possibly 1-on-0. So if the Rockets are thinking a little more offense, Hansen on the back line is going to be one that could provide that. Islanders win the faceoff and they send it into the offensive zone. Half boards where Brianna will try to pick it off there. It's a puck battle now. Shoshana will go side is bugged to make sure nobody sneaks in. So that's good defensive posture. There goes Hope. She had a chance to move out of there. They're going to call the interference, it looks like. Let's see, or was it offside or something? It looked like it should have been interference, or are they calling too many? What exactly are they calling? They're calling, what are they calling? They are just calling a face mask. Hope had chipped the puck forward. It was far ahead, and she was trying to chase after it. Was prevented from moving. An interference call, but it's only a call if the referee says it's a call. Otherwise, it's just an announcer pointing out that there was interference on a play that wasn't called. There as we hit the 15-minute mark in the third period. 2-goal lead for the Islanders. One bit. They could easily score a couple here and put this game into a tie. She comes in, her shot is stopped and covered by Ulrich. Save number 4 in gray. Her play in the nets has steadily improved by leaps and bounds, but especially recently, she enjoyed a phenomenal perfect rebound. They put it in. Peck was left on the face-off, and it's 5-2 Islanders. The hill got a little bit higher right there for the Rockets to solve it and get back in. Okay, we are not going to throw in the towel here. Izzy Camarada moves up to forward. She's with Barbara and Julie. 19:30. Islanders keep it in. There's a loose puck in front. It's going to be a foot race, and Isabel Cook gets there, curls around, and she gets checked up. The Rockets will go on a power play here. They're going to call that a rough. And she seems to be okay. That's going to be a power play for the Rockets in the face-off of the ice with 14:15 left in the game. The Rockets, the first thing you do is you get a power play goal and you start chipping away at the deficit. Get one and worry about whatever comes later. PJ wins the face-off over to Hope at the right wing. As he centers it in front, it's loose. Of 24 skate. Good out there to redirect it. That one sent right to Lauren Fox, and she backhands it but can't hold on to it. She'll send it deep over the end line to it first. Sent to herself. She's pushed off by Peck, and there's the call. It's going to be a 5-on-3. So the Islanders with another penalty. It on Lauren. How is that even possible? She was ahead of the other player. I'm in shock at this call. She was ahead of the player and was hauled down, and she's put into the box. How being in front of them is beyond me. Unless my eyes are deceiving me, that's one of the worst calls we've seen. Oh boy, she had the hook. Called for the penalty. Just cannot. First game was officiated in a manner that was really against them. PJ coming through. She gets through every Islander. She shoots just wide. Rebound on the loose puck. It's 4-on-4 here for another 30 half boards. PJ is going to walk out of the corner but loses possession. This is going to play this one, and she leaves it for Bella. Bella curls and tries to send it up the boards, which she does. Riz now jumps out there. Riz picks that one off for a moment, but can't gain possession. Riz chips it forward for Izzy. Let's see if Izzy can keep the pressure on and force a turnover here. She's sending her into the trap with Riz, but they get it through. Haley's going to pick this puck up, so the Rockets don't gain possession. Oh, Izzy was trying to find her. Riz picks it off. Let's see if she can get possession. 18 is going to stop and try to reverse. Bella's going to step in. This is going to be 5 is going to break in again. She shoots. So Ulrich keeps the deficit at 3. Here comes Riz. She's got a penalty to kill. She gets to the middle. She sends it for Brianna. Brianna gets low. There's a glove save. Rebound score! Riz with the short-handed goal! Injects life into the 3. They cling to life. Rizzo from Paulino, short-handed with 12:05 left in the game. The Rockets have clawed within 5. They're refusing to die, but they were on their last legs here as the Islanders pushed, gained a power play, and have been on a 5-on-3 instead of killing a penalty. Nevertheless, here they are, back within 2 for the 3rd time today. The Camerata scored to tie at 1-1. They were down 3-1. They got it to within 3-2. Courtesy of Hope Menikillo. They got down 4-2 and then 5-2. Now Rizzo with the short-handed goal has gotten them back to within 2. Let's see if they can keep. Bug battling for it against 2 Islanders. Islanders move it in. They get it to the. Contacts the puck, and she's going to pick it off right there. What a play by Menikillo. The Rockets are going to have possibly more big chances for the Islanders, but a heroic effort like Hope's. Tootie using the boards. Tootie following it up. Brianna, oh, she might have been looking for Hansen right there. Battled for, and Brianna steers it out. Takes about 5 sticks, and that one's going to go in offside. Brianna took a bunch of sticks right there. All battling for the puck, no call. 10:51 left in the 3rd period from Bridgewater Sports Arena. The Rockets in their home graves, the Islanders, and the traditional lead. The shots are 20. The Rockets don't care. Here's what a blocker save. That was ticketed for the top left corner. Puck sent up and out. Isabel Cook is going to get it. She's going to retreat just out of picture. Backhanded along the boards for Barbara, who bangs it along the boards to get it in. It's sent back to the point. It's sent down the ice. This is not going to be an icing because it's not going to be strong enough. Lauren Fox, the first to get there. She'll curl around her net, and she'll go hard off the glass, but an Islander is going to pick it off, send it in front. Contacted there. Barbara got enough of it. Izzy Camerata trying to hustle her way into the play, but she's at the end of her shift. Fox is there. Fox looking. She gets it over the end line. Camerata can't get there to pick it off. Cookie is got to retreat here as 21 had a little to dump it in. Wallard, I think, is her name. And she falls at the end boards. Seems to be okay. That's the one thing that you never want to see. A player getting up at her own volition and hitting the boards in an awkward manner, but thankfully she's okay and she's skating back up the ice. Camerata tries to get through. Still going. Affecting change is Izzy Camerata, the type of which in this case means her teammates change behind her. Islanders bring it in offside. Whistle and a stoppage of play. 9:21 left in the 3rd period. 5-3 Islanders. The Rockets have been down been outboxed. They trail 32-8 on the shot clock. Guess what? They're still in the fight. They are still in the fight. If they could throw a couple of haymakers and find the back of the net, they might well tie this game. Here's Cucci over the wing, sends it for Riz. It goes to Alex in the corner. Alex turns, looking to get possession. Battles off. Another player comes in. Riz battling. It goes. That was a tricky one. It wasn't a shot. They're paying. They're changing. It's here. Away by Haley up to Riz. Riz 2-on-2. She's got Alex. She gets by Wood. Wood is hooking her and interfering her and present right there. No call. The officials are. Haley will wrist it aside. Rizzo is all but mugged twice as she's going into the zone. No call. They'll just play on. 8-14. Haley will keep it in at the point. Sent in. PJ trying to grab it. Can she get? Did she get behind the D? PJ knocks it away, last ditch effort. It comes to Riz. She's got a lot of room there, but she's at the end of her shift. She has Elise with her. Riz will skate it in. She'll go by Reynolds. Riz over to Elise. Can't get it through. Elise gets stepped into and hit right there. And they're not going to call that one either. At least Riz gassed at the end of a hard shift. Rockets giving all they have. 53 tries to get through. Shoshana gets a piece of her just enough. Shot. Take a little bit off that shot, and Grace gobbles it up. What a game. The Rockets break from the officials, forging forward, trying to keep themselves in this game, whatever way possible. Sydney whacks this one forward. Sydney giving chase. Sydney will follow it through. Slams on the brakes. Elise comes in there, gets the trap. Elise and Sydney get it behind the end. Rose over there. Can she pick it off on the near side boards? 2D pinches in at the point. It comes out. Shoshana's back. It's a 2-on. Angles her player off the puck and breaks up a 3-on-1. Good handwork by handworker. Giving the Islanders just that. 6:53 now. Rockets desperate when they're in the defensive zone, desperate to dent that 2-goal deficit when they move it up to the offensive zone. Battled for there. Tootie bodies 2 players off the puck. She'll skate it up the boards. Sydney, she battles for it like we haven't seen Sparks do yet this season, showing some real nice development in a big part of the game. Brianna's going to chip that one off and fly after it. Hope gets chipped on the way up. Islanders are going to get to it first. Bug tries to snuff it out the other side. Islanders with the long pass and bank will move out 3-on-2 if they hurry. Cookie and shot, but it goes right into the logo and Grace covers it, leaves no rebound. 6:04 left for the Rockets to figure out how to cut this 2-goal deficit. They have been out, but they have clawed back. They looked like they were going to be when they had they got a power play. It looked like that power play was going. Fox was hauled down. Instead, they call the penalty on Fox. It goes to 4-on-4. Luisa Rizzo then shorthanded scores to give the Rockets life with just over 12 minutes left. And that's where we've stood. We're under 6 minutes now, 5:35 and counting. There's an icing as it goes and gets touched up by Lauren Fox. 5:31. Can the Rockets find a way? Can they reward themselves for the hard grit and hard work into this first game of 2020? There's the face-off, battled for. Barbara wins it because Jules stepped into the lane. It goes behind the end line. Izzy Camarata, she has one of the goals. She was playing defense when she scored that goal. She switched to forward. This one comes out of the net. Rockets are going to have to take chances here, and the Islanders had a chance for a 2-on-1. It was back there. Rockets try to move it out of the zone. This is Haley. Haley gets it in. Haley over the right wing. Tries to get it deeper. Leaves it there. Jules tries to get it deep, and let's see if the Rockets can regain the possession here. Islanders move it up the wing. It's topped by Izzy. She gets it, goes all the way across, but can't get it past the Islander. 18, she's got some wheels. We've seen her moving before. And she gets it into the offensive zone. They're going to get behind the D. Haley's there. Backhand, shove. Looked like Grace got a piece. Wood, let's a bit of a hook going on over there, no call. So maybe the Rockets get a little bit of a break. Although the players were in slow motion. Camarata taps that one, so there's not going to be an icing or an offside. Let's see if Izzy can get it. She hits it off. There's a collision there. Izzy bumped with 24. And there's another collision. They're offside by a mile. You could hear the Rockets from the bench abhorring the referees. A mile offside right there, no call. There was a player firmly in. Shoshana gets through one, but there's a jump in and a steal, 2-on-0. She fans on the shot, Grace. Woof! The off-speed shot. Carried the puck toward the net, and the off-speed, Grace was looking for a fastball. She got the changeup and she covered it. 3:40 in the game. 5-3 Islanders. Islanders 35-9 for the shots, but can the Rockets, against the odds, find their way back? This was a 3-goal, and they were shorthanded, and they scored. The one who scored is out there now, Rizzo. PJ wins the faceoff, but it's a little too strong for Cookie. They try to center it, and PJ picks that one off. PJ spinning behind her net, leaves it for Cookie. Cookie sends it for Riz. Riz looking for and she'll get it into the offensive zone. Riz is going to pick this one off the boards, skate to the middle, tries to find, oh man, she was looking, I don't know if she was looking for PJ or Lauren, but she just lost it right at the end, did Riz. Islanders will now. There's a gigantic save by Ulrich. She got her toe on it, chipped out. Riz, if she could steal it and beat one, she's going to do it. That one sent bench, and the Rockets will get a change. Riz will try to pick this one off. She gets it a little bit. Let's see if Foxy could get it. Rose is going to get it. She kept it in for a moment, but last one on that line left, and she's at the end of the shift. She chips it out and jumps to the bench. Sydney's going to jump on. Is out there. She's had her best game as a Rocket. Rose has kept her consistent play up. There's a loose puck in front. The Islander takes a swipe at Grace, and Lauren that will have none of that. Time out. Coach Paul is with 2:15 left. There's different ways that you could use it. In this case, priority 1, keep the deficit at 2. Keep the puck out of the net. Priority 2, get goal number 4. You could use the timeout in different ways here. If they had gotten to within 5-4, or they had an offensive zone draw, they might use a timeout there and bring the goaltender to the bench for a 6th attacker. In the defensive zone, they are obviously not likely to do that. But to say, hey, get the puck to the red line, get it deep, and Grace get the heck to the bench. Sydney. Rose wins the face-off. And there's a shot that they were looking for. Take chances here. In the back of the net, there's not much difference between 5-3 and 6-3. But the one thing that they have Haley's return for Sydney. But the net, Rose is going to try slam on the brakes. Bell wide. 1:38 now left. Rockets need to either get a frozen puck or get it out of the zone. Good play by Elise. The player Peck was going to shoot it. Elise came from behind, lifted her. A 5-star scoring chance. Behind the end line now. Can help get it out. Bella there, a little too far. This goes to Haley. Wrist shot in front, fired wide. Alvey's going to get it behind the net. Knocked away by Haley. Haley's got it. Oh, she overskates it, and that's a tough. Hope with a minute left. They have to blitz the net. Hope. Oh, another shot goes off the side of the net. Grace is going to try to come to the net. Is there a question? She's hesitating. Now she gets there. Out comes PJ. Camarada gets there. It's a loose puck. Brianna shoots. Oh, it goes just wide. The goalie was fooled a little bit because it hit a stick. Kept in for a moment by Tootie. Empty. Shot a break. Sipping through. It's still there and it goes in. Trying to knock it down. And all the Rockets with their effort. Boy, they had a chance to make that 5-4. They had the chance, and it just wouldn't go. Grace will come back into the net. 6-3, 23.3 left. That's the 40th shot for the shot in that last sequence, but they did have scoring chances there. Barbara will take the face-off. Sydney and Alex. Sydney definitely getting rewarded on the ice for the end of the game here. Been her best self so far. 9.2 now. The win-loss part of this. Down there with 9.2 left to put one in the back. Takes that face off, she'll win it forward, she'll negotiate it all the way out of the net, out of the end, get it to neutral ice, battled for there, they send it in, hard fought game, Rockets never quit. The Islanders, they'll get out there and Ulrich, she saw 40 shots, she stopped 35. The other shot to make 41 went into an empty net. Rockets get 9 shots, but they put 3 of them in the back of the and ability. They don't need a heck of a lot of chances, and as their possessions continue to grow, they have a potent part. So that's the Rockets. They fall 6-3 to the Islanders. Here, hit that subscribe button, tell a friend if you're from the relative or whoever you like, and if you're from the Islanders side, we're glad that you button, and anytime we upload or live stream content here, you will get an alert. That's going to do it for Bridgewater Sports Arena's doubleheader today. The Rockets fall at the 19U level earlier and at the by 3 goals. And my name is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching. Rockets, girls.